Concept: Crisis PR. Crisis PR is a special function in marketing, which refers to the public relations tactics used by companies when facing crises, especially reputation crises. Its essence is the management of public emotions. The core of crisis PR in the Internet age is to block the spread. In the Internet age, the spread does not come from the media, but from the public itself. Therefore, blocking the desire to spread in the public's mind is fundamental. The means to block this desire is not explanation, but to obtain forgiveness, and even sympathy. Case study: every year, many entrepreneurs are uneasy during the 3.15 gala. In the context of generally poor product quality and service, it is not difficult for CCTV to do its job. It is difficult to randomly track and investigate and find no problems. Therefore, the essence of this gala is not to inspect the products and services of each company, but to inspect the crisis PR level of each company. The first reaction of many companies after being named is thunderstruck, and after a little calm, they are extremely angry. I work so hard to provide the best service to consumers. But look at those who did much worse, why don't you expose them? Is it because we didn't spend as much on advertising as they did, so they are targeting us? Then, they will make reckless remarks like, "Sorry, I forgot to recharge CCTV today." Under impulse. Are others without problems? No. Then why am I so unlucky? There is no reason, it's just your turn to be unlucky. You have to recognize this misfortune. Why? Look at the video again. Do you have no problems at all? As long as there is a problem, even a small one, it is a big problem under the public's attention. The negative emotions of the public have already been activated. What should we do? The first step in crisis PR is to admit fault. The unbalanced mentality of, "Others are worse than me," will distort the formal response. In the era of mobile internet, the media, even the CCTV 3.15 evening gala, is only the fuse of this crisis. The PR department needs to clearly recognize that the real crisis begins with emotions that spread rapidly in the internet beyond any media control. The media only kills, not digs holes. Once named, forget about CCTV. The real crisis has not yet begun. Your response below determines whether and how the crisis begins. You cannot lie, so admit fault. Crisis PR using means such as lying is suicidal in front of 100 million eyes. Your PR director must have been sent by a competitor. Every word in the apology response is very important, especially the emotions conveyed between the lines. Crisis PR is essentially public emotion management. You cannot influence public emotions through centralized media, so you can only influence them through this short paragraph. If you do not fully admit fault in the first step of admitting misfortune, you will bring emotions into the text. Your own well-reasoned and well-balanced statement, because of the emotional resistance, may be seen by the public as a defensive plea. This soft apology will attract a lot of abuse and trigger a real crisis. This is like pouring oil on a just lit spark with a high-pressure oil gun. How should you admit fault? First, admit misfortune, then admit fault. Admit fault from the heart, with tears and sincerity. Do not defend, do not defend, do not defend. Every defense is like pouring a bucket of oil on the fire. Find the root cause of the exposed problem, propose a straightforward solution, then slap yourself until the consumer feels sorry for you. Let the just emerging spark extinguish at the beginning. In summary, what is crisis PR? Crisis PR refers to the PR techniques used by companies when facing crises, especially reputation crises. The essence of crisis PR is public emotion management. In the era of mobile internet, public emotions are like the power of the ancient flood, and only emotions can guide emotions. How to respond to CCTV 3.15 naming. 1. Admit fault from the heart. The unbalanced mentality of, "Who is worse than you don't care?" will distort the subsequent response. 2. Don't play tricks, don't mistake a forced apology as a defense of dignity. 3. Admit fault sincerely, Even a small mistake is a big mistake in the public eye. Apologize until the consumer feels sorry for you. Anyone who tries to redirect dissatisfaction towards CCTV with a lucky mentality is suicidal. Those PR directors who lie and apologize softly should be sent to their competitors immediately.